Hi guys, welcome to another video of our API automation series. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you one of the very important topic from Cucumber, and that is nothing but a runner class. And apart from runner class, we will be seeing the reporting part of this particular you can see project. And here we are going to discuss with you extend report with Spark, and we'll be working with how to generate the PDF report and how to generate the HTML report, so that report is going to be very useful and you can use it for distributing the emails reports through the emails, right? So if I talk about runner class in Cucumber, what is runner class? It is nothing but a runner class which is very similar to your testng. The main purpose of runner class is nothing but to manage your suite, right? So in similar to testng.xml, you guys might have known that what it does. It does just managing your test case. It manages your particular test suite execution, right? So similar here, Cucumber also we have Cucumber runner, and this runner class is going to manage your complete suite. You have lot of test cases, might be 100 or 500 or 1000 or more than 1000 number of test cases. So in that case, if you are going to manage your test case, what to execute, what not to execute, how to execute all the test cases, right? So all these scenarios, if you want to manage in a centralized location, so in that case, Cucumber Runner class is going to helpful for you. From the term here, terminology runner class, you are able to understand that it is nothing but a class file that we need in our project for working with this. Let's go to my project and let me create one runner class here. For creating a runner class, let me go to here inside of this test directory. Inside of the src, I have there is a directory called a test. Inside of the test, I'll be creating inside Java folder because that is nothing but a class file once again. So I have to go to this Java folder. Inside of the Java folder, you can create anywhere you want. But for now, what I'll do actually, I'll create a class file. I'll create a package inside of this particular directory org.it install. Right here, you can see I have already one directory called runner. So I'll create a class file inside of this particular package and I'll give a name my runner, right? You can give any name, you can provide whatever the name is, you want to go ahead, so you can just add a name, that doesn't matter anything, right? So this is a simple one class file, nothing but another Java class file. But only the thing is, for this class file I have to associate with one of the annotation, that is nothing but on with. You can see here we are getting option like org.junit.runner, right? So run with is coming from the you can say JUnit. So this is responsible for running your test case. So once we say this class is with the run with annotation, so what happen actually, JUnit can understand, okay, your run class, this is your runner class, and from where it will pick up all the test cases that you have. Right now it is giving me an error, means it is expecting an parameter. Okay, if I hover here, you can see missing through required. So something is required there. If you click here over also, it will do something for you, but it is not able to add. So here if I see control space, you can see the first prompt we are getting, that is nothing but runner cucumber dot class, right? So that is something we have to take here. So I have added this cucumber dot class in the inside of this runner with. Apart from this runner with, we have to take one more thing, that is a cucumber option. One more annotation, that is cucumber option. This one. Okay. This cucumber option is responsible for all the configuration related parameters, like which feature file you want to execute and where to create your report, right? And where which report you want to create and how you are going to see your test cases, right? How, which group of test case you want to see, all these informations that is handled by this particular annotation, right? So if I say here, if I say control space, you can see now we are getting there, a lot of options are there, attributes are there, right? So from this attribute, there are multiple attributes. From these attributes, most of the cases, the very useful attributes are nothing but the first few of the attributes that you can see here. That is tag. It is it is used very broad cases. glue, and glue also used very large number of places, right? Lot of almost all the projects are using these tags. Monochrome also people use, there are snippet plugins also very large number of cases it is being used. Almost all the test cases are using this plugin uh, as if you can say attribute, and features also used, and rerun. These are few tags, these are the few attributes of Cucumber option which is largely used. So for now, let me add the features. So I'll say feature, and it will be expecting uh, inside of this double quote, you can provide the number of features that you have. Let me add the feature that I have here in my project. If I go to my resources here, you can see inside of the feature directory, I have right now one feature file. Let me do one thing. I create one more feature file. So let's say I go and I'll say another feature file. Sorry, I'll copy this particular feature file and paste over here so that I don't have to do a lot of task, right? So let me rename it. I'll say login test. Okay, so I have created one feature. Let's just rename it login test. Login feature test, just simple fill. I'm not talking about the inside of the what is the content is there, so just avoid this. And this is instead of demo, say I'll say create user test, right? Okay, so there are two test cases, and let me rename this particular feature file also. So I'll say refactor and rename. I'll say create user test. Okay, so there are two feature file right now I have. One is create user and there is login test. And let's say what I'll do, instead of the feature I'll be adding the modules. Let's say I have one module and call login module, and let me get another module, say create user. Okay, okay, so I have two modules there. One is login module, another is create user. So inside of the create user I'll take this one, and instead of the login module I'll take this one. Sorry. Instead of the login, I'll take this particular feature file. So you can see now I have two directories: login, create user, and login. Right. So these two directory, I have the two separate feature files. So in for your case, you will be having a lot of different feature file, lot of modules might be having. So those module path, you have to pass over here. Let's say you can pass any particular feature file directory also. Let's say if I copy this path of this particular login test path copy reference, and here you can see it is providing me the absolute path, sorry, relative path, and I can use that particular path, right? So this is the path of this particular login test dot feature. And if I copy this another path, copy the relative path. So we by separating out with the comma, and this is how we have to add your features. Or what you can do, actually you can add till your directory also. Okay, so instead of the login directory or whatever, all the feature files will be present there. So it will pick all the feature file which is there inside login directory, right? So similar way, if I remove this, so it will do, it will pick all the feature files which is there inside of the create user directory, right? So this is way, if you want to go at any particular feature file, so you can provide the name of the feature file after this path. Okay, so it's up to you. So right now you can see I have added two directory for the feature files. If you want to go, let's say I want to execute for this one, not this one. So you, what you can do, you can just comment it out of, right? You just comment it out. So Cucumber will run this particular one which is not commented out, right? So if you have multiple number of feature files added here, so you can comment out the test cases which you do not want to execute. And or you can if you want to execute multiple number of test cases, multiple number of features, or multiple number of modules at a time, so what you can do, you can keep all the modules enable at a time, right? So this is how you can use this particular feature attribute from this particular Cucumber. So this is one of the you can see cucumber option property we have talked about. There are other features, other also we'll be talking on this, but let me quickly run it and see how it is working. Right now you can see it is got failed. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do quickly move in and verify, so it should be able to understand. Okay, so verify is complete. What I can do, let me rerun the test once again. Okay, now here you can see it is not able to it is not able to recognize that where your glue, what is your step definition is, right. This is because we have not used another feature, another option, cucumber option, that is glue. So the glue important guide. Glue is something which is which is telling the cucumber runner or JUnit, which is telling the JUnit that where is your step definition is defined, right. So for my case, my step definition are there inside of this particular directory, and there is my step definition. This is the class that where I have all the step definition are defined, right. So this is the package name. So you can do just copy this particular package name and add it to your glue, right. So instead of the glue, you have to add the step, and you have to have the package where your step definition class is located, right. So this is important, guys. So what is glue? Glue is nothing but it is providing the information of your directory of your step definition classes, right. So if you do not mentioning this glue, cucumber is or JUnit is not able to understand where is your step definition, right. So if once you pass this glue, now let's run this test case. Now you can see the test case are started running, and we are getting the test case get executed, and all the test case got passed, right. So you can see all my test cases got passed, login test case and create user test cases, right. So this is how it is working. If you comment any of the feature, then it will not execute those test cases. That is not a matter right now. For now, you can see the console statement is doing like this way. We are not getting much information from the console output. Also, we are not getting the status of the test case execution, right. For this, to resolve these things, there is one more uh, you can see feature of cucumber option, that is we have monochrome. So if you use say monochrome is equals true, so what it will do, by default it is always false. Okay, if you say cucumber monochrome is equal to true, then now you can see the difference between the output with using to monochrome 2 and without using to monochrome. So let me rerun the particular test case and we'll observe the difference. Okay, now my test case got executed. If I scroll it down, you can see the changes. What is the changes we are getting right now? So you can see now it is giving still me the same output. Okay, there is no changes. But if you are using any log print or something, then you will be definitely you will see difference between the execution result. Okay, there are another couple of things which is there is one more thing, pretty. So if you are using pretty, that is we have plugin is there, plugin, right. This is one of the important thing. Plugin has lot of plugins are there in cucumber options. So one of the plugin is pretty, PRTTY. Okay, so if you use the pretty, and now if you run the test case, now let's see the behavior how it is. Just for your cucumber, you can say print statement will get different. Okay, the console window will be giving you more number of informations if you use this pretty as a plugin. Now you can see we are getting all the step definitions, whatever is got executed, right. Those are not were not coming earlier. But right now, if I go to the end of the test cases execution, here after that you can see this is giving me all the step definitions which is we have defined, right? So these extra informations that we are getting uh, just because of this pretty, right? So one more thing, let's see if I go to my project directory and if I go to my target directory, let me all collapse, and if I go to my target directory, here you can see right now we are not getting any HTML report. You can see it, right? So this is one CFR report, but that is not an HTML report, so ignore this reporting. And apart from this, we are not getting any kind of reports. So to get the report, we have to use the plugins. Okay. So to add multiple plugins, we can see HTML, and here you can see where to get the HTML report. I'll say inside of my target folder, and there I have to create a particular location. Let's say uh, report, and I'll say cucumber underscore report dot html. Okay, and beside of this I will to get one more report called JSON. So what I'll do JSON, and you have to pass the file name with the directory. So instead of this, what I'll say target report and say uh, cucumber report dot, I'll say JSON. Okay, so now let's run it. Let's see what happens. So test cases is running now. Let's wait for the test case get completed. The suite get completed. So now you can see my suite get completed. If you now look onto this target folder, you can see we are getting one more extra folder is there, that is called report, that we have provided here. This is the directory got created. This is up to you how you are going to define the name. Okay, that is completely you, and the file name also it is completely on you. So you can see it is giving me two files. One is HTML report, another is JSON report. If you open the JSON report, you can see we are getting again a JSON content, right? This is a JSON data, and it is getting me a particular JSON report, right? So this JSON report also it is a complete info. It is having a complete information of your test case execution, the number of test cases, what failed, what passed, right? All this information this JSON data is having. If you want to see this particular JSON data, you can go to the particular online website, and here let's say JSON online, and I go to there. So if I come to here, if I see paste it, right now you can see this is the JSON information. You can see there are a lot of information, lot of key and values are there, right? So here you can see element, it is giving provide me the test case name, description, ID, keyword, and after that there are a lot of status, what are the tags are there or not, right? So all these details you are going to get from here, right? And here you can see the steps, what are the steps that got executed, what are the status. These are the different details you will be getting from the particular JSON file. And if I take you to the report, another report that is nothing but a HTML report. If I go to my HTML report and open it in any browser, let's say I'm opening in Chrome browser, and you can see it is giving me the one of the you can say dashboard. Here it is saying that four test cases got executed, 100% is past success. What is the platform it is executed? What is the Java version it is used? What is the total time it took, right, for execution, total duration, and you can see this is the cucumber run. And here you can see the details of the feature files, right? Whatever the test cases you have executed, those details you are able to see. So this is one of the nice report you can see from the HTML report that we are getting from the cucumber. So but this is one of the, you can say you can be utilized, but there are some limitations from this report. So for that reason people do not much use this particular report. People mostly prefer extend report or some other reports, right? So we'll be seeing that how to configure the extend report and how it looks like. So all these details we also see. One more thing I want to show you here. Another thing is rerun. Okay, one another plugin is rerun. So rerun is nothing but you can see when your test case get executed and there might be some failures, right? So it will generate me a report. It will generate me, provide me the details of the failures. From that failures, if you want to re-execute the failed test cases, so you can go ahead and uh, you can utilize that particular file. So it will be, again, I'll be storing there inside of my target folder, and I'll say rerun.txt file. So this is one of the text file, one of the file which is be in text format. I'll want to create it. I want to generate it inside of target file. It is again up to you. Wherever you want, you can provide the path. It will be generated into that part. So if I run it once again, so let's see what happens. I'm sorry, I'm missing one comma here. So let me run it once again. Okay. Now test case got executed. You can see now here one more file got generated, which is called as rerun.txt. If I go to here, you can see right now this file is completely blank because there are no failure test case. But in case your case, if there is any failure test case, then the details of the scenario, which scenario got failed, it will be, you'll be able to share into this particular rerun test. Okay. So yeah, that is one of the very useful, you can say, plugin there from Cucumber option that you can utilize for this particular runner class. So this is almost, we are done with the Cucumber runner option. Now let's say these are the things what is going to use. Okay, one more very useful, you can say, Cucumber runner feature that we are missing, that is nothing but a tag, right? So after that we want to use, let's say, tag is also there. So by default tag, it is what is tag? I think you guys know that is nothing but talking about the group, right? So if you have a group of test cases, let's say some test cases will be my sanity test case, or some test case is going to my particular regression test case, or set of test case is going to my smoke testing, right? So those are, we are, what we do actually, we mark our test cases as a particular tag, right? So those tags, how to execute those tags? Let's say if I go to my test feature files, let's say I'm taking you to the feature file. I'll say from my login test case, one of the feature, let's say this scenario, that is one of the scenario I want to execute this, and I want to provide, mark it as my, let's say, sanity test. Okay. So this is one of the scenario that I have marked as sanity. So let's say tomorrow I want to just interest with the run all the, not all the test case every time, because you might have more than 100, 500, or 1000 number of test case in your suite, right? So in that case, if you want to filter your test cases, that I want to execute only sanity one, or you want to execute only regression, right? So in that case, what you can do, you can utilize the sanity tag. Sorry, you can utilize the tag based execution. Okay. So what you can do, let's say I have marked this particular scenario as sanity test case. So what you can do, you can just copy it and you can go to your runner class. Instead of the tags, you can just add this particular sanity tag. And although you have enabled all the feature files there in the feature directory, so what it will do, it will actually execute the tag that you have marked here. Okay. The scenario, all the feature files are enabled, but if I say that I want to execute only tag with sanity, so what it will do, it will you can say filter out the scenarios which is from these particular features, and whatever from the particular location, whatever test case is marked as sanity, it will just execute only sanity test case. For now, I just marked one test case as sanity, so it will just execute one test case. Let's see. Let me run this particular runner file once again. So now you can see it, execution gets started and one test case only got picked, right? So yeah, this is how you can execute, you can utilize the tags. So you, let's say you tomorrow you want to execute sanity test case, but you do not want to tag, or sometime what happen, you do not want to execute some particular test case which has defect, right? or some test case which is not yet completed, or some test scenario which is manual, or some any other region, or some you do not want to execute. So how to do it? This for that, what you can do actually, let's say I have one test cases. Let's say this test case has defect, right? So I can mark this as defect test case. So if there is any defect on this particular test, so if you do not want to include those test into your runner, so what you can say not, and you can use defect. Okay, this in this approach also you can follow. If you say not a defect, then it will not include the test cases which is marked as defect, or you may mark as manual, you can mark as draft, or you can mark as with some other tags, right? So if you mark with this particular tag, so and you are using this not keyword, so it is makes sure that is not going to pick all these defects. So let me run it quickly and I'll show you the run execution. Now this time you can see it picked only three number of test cases, and it didn't pick that particular stage that we have marked as defect, right? So you can see from the login feature, it is not pick the first test case, right? Get single product, it did not pick. So this is how this you can exclude the test cases by using tag. Or let's say tomorrow you have multiple number of tags that you do not want to include, right? So some test cases, let's say, so if you want to include, if you want to ignore multiple test cases, so what you can say, you can use and you can use, let's say, uh, manual, or you can say draft test case, right? So see, this way you can utilize. Okay, so it will make sure that the test cases which is marked as defect, and let's say this sanity one also is, let's say it has dropped, right? Okay, so for now just I'm just marking it as a draft, and I'm saying that I'm not interested in running the defect one and those which is having trapped, right? So if I execute now, this complete feature will get discarded and it will execute the remaining scenarios from my all locations, right? Now you can see it is just picked only one feature file because this feature file we did not touch, right? Now, so another way to use this with, let's say you have multiple number of tags that you want to exclude, right? So what you can do actually, you can take all this you do not want to execute you inside a parenthesis, and you can say or, you can use or. Okay, either it is defect or draft, you just want to exclude those test cases. If I run it now, you can see now, again this one did not pick, right? So this is how you can utilize the tag attribute, guys. I hope this is you are able to understand now. If you have any doubt still, then let me know, or you can explore more on the internet so that you can understand and use it. And you can only after using, you'll be able to exploring, you'll be able to getting a lot of more clarification, lot of more knowledge, right? So now let's go to the, this is all about the Cucumber runner. Now let's go with the reporting feature implementation. We'll be using Cucumber, you can say extend report. So for extend report, I have to use, uh, I have already documented the, you can see, dependencies. So these are the two dependencies. I'll just copy it and I'll add to my project. So I go to here and go to form.xml file. I'll add the dependencies. So there are two dependency, guys. One is extend report, another is extend reports Cucumber 7 adapter. These are the two dependency we have to add in my form.xml file for generating the HTML report, extend report, right? So once you have added, one more thing you have to do, you have to set Cucumber extend report properties. So for property, what you can do, you can come to this test, inside of the test resources directly is there. I have to create one property file. So I'll say extend dot properties. There are other ways to configure these details. There you can, if you want, you can go to the XML approach. If you want, you can go to the Java file also. But for very simplicity, I'll go ahead with this properties extend dot property, and I have already collected the details that you have to use. So here you can see these are the details that you have to use. Okay, so I'm copying this. I'll just simply add into this property file. So here you can see there are two sections mainly. This is one of the reporting report about the report HTML report. Here we are giving the name of the particular report file, and if you enable it as true, then it will generate your Spark report. If you make mark it false, then it will not generate. Similar way, for generating HTML, sorry, PDF report, we have to add these two particular key and values. And here you can see for PDF we have to use say that okay, generate PDF is true, and after that you have to provide the name of the PDF file. Now this part is talking about the directive where you want to create your reports, either it is a HTML report or PDF report. So here you can see I have given name as targets, and inside of this I am going to create a folder called reports, and after that I'll be creating another folder Spark report, and this is the base path, and after that base folder dot date time pattern means this on each and every report execution. What it will do, it will create a separate folder directory, and it will separate your folder with the timestamp also. So the timestamp it will pick like a date, month, years, and time and second, right? So this is how this folder is going to create. Every time you do the Cucumber execution, what it will do, it will create a different folder for you, and you will be getting all the reports in from that particular directory. So you'll be every time you'll getting your separate directory, and all the directory will be having your HTML and PDF report separately. And the last parameter, that is what you can see here, that is nothing but if you say spark.base in 64 image src is true, then if you have any images or screenshot they are to attach into the report, so what it will do, it will attach the report into your images or screenshot into your report, right? So similarly, we can provide some system information like what is the system environment you are executing your test cases. So that is something you can mention over here, and also what is the version of your system, that is something that you can provide from here. So this is nothing but a configuration details of your test case execution for creating the reports. So these are the details of extend report is going to pick. Now one more thing, one more task we have to do, that is you have to add one more plugin there inside of this cucumber option, and that is also I have copied here for you. Let's see, I'm going to here, and the last plugin you can see com.events tech, right? This is the one of the plugin that is helpful for you to generate the report, Spark report. It will generate the Spark report for you. So I have added this particular plugin into my cucumber runner class file. Here you can see. Now let's run this particular cucumber feature. So that's all, we are done with the setup of the cucumber. You can see extend report, nothing guys, only we have to add the dependencies there in the pom.xml file, and after that you have to set up the particular property configuration information, where to add and what is the name you want to go ahead. So these are the information that we have provided there in the properties extend.property file, and after that we have to one more plugin we have to add there inside my cucumber runner class, right? So now let's run this particular cucumber runner. If I go to right now inside my target folder, you can see I have one report folder, but this is something we are generating these two reports, right? But right now we are not seeing this spark report. Let's run this particular runner class and see how it looks like, right? So I'm running this particular runner class. Test case got started execution. So you can see test is running now. Okay, so my test case got executed. You can see that test case execution get completed. And if I go to my target directory, you can see there is one report directory, reports, right? So the spelling was reports there in that particular extend report. uh, if you come to here, the spelling was here. This is the reports, right? So that's why it is created another folder. So let me remove this particular ace and I'll say report, or ace was better, so I'll mark there inside my runner. I'll say these are also reports. So I'll get all the reports inside a single directory, right? So okay, now let me go to this particular, let me remove this particular tags also. I do not want to, I want to execute all the test cases so that we will get more result, right? So okay, let it be here itself. I'll do one more execution. I'll show you the report. Okay, now you can see all four test cases got executed and they get passed. Now let's go and check the report. I'll open this target folder and you can see we have this report folder, report directory is there, and inside of this you can see now this report are got created, right? Now what you can see, if you go to this particular, now you can see earlier this folder was created, and right now this is another folder got created, right? So inside of this I'll be having two report, and one is HTML report, another is PDF report. If you go and open this HTML report, you can see how it looks like. If I go and open it in a browser HTML report, so now you can see it is giving me the left side here in this particular, see you can the features we have, and right side for each and every feature the scenarios we have, it will display inside the right side. If you click on this, it will, you will be able to see all the steps that you had in the Cucumber feature file, right? Similar way, and if you, for the next feature, if you click, you can see all the steps that you have used in your feature file. And also it is having another facility of categorizing of your test case. If you want to see the one categorize with their tag name, the reports you can see from here also. So there you can see we have one category: draft, defect, and sanity. So with the category also filter, you can see the test case execution. And also this one is one of the, and you can see another very useful, you can see feature of this particular extend report, which is giving you how the extend report is looks like. Here you can see number of features got executed, number of scenarios, and similarly here is number of steps got executed, right? And also if you come down, you can see what is the details of your test case execution, how many number of test cases of from sanity got executed, what is the details, how many executed from defect tag, right? So all the detail you are getting here in the summarized form, right? And this is the detail of the your running environment, what is the system name, OS name, these are the information that you are getting from here. So I think this report is looks better than the Cucumber initial report, because we are getting a lot of more information from here, right? So and actually, so this is another report, guys, and let me show you another report that we have got, that is a PDF report. If I open this particular PDF report, you can see here also we have summary, we have dashboard page, right? If I let me zoom it out a little bit. Okay. So this is the summary page. You can see we are getting the summary result over here. So it is showing you that number of, this is the feature and this is the scenario, this is the steps. So how many number of scenarios pass, how many feature pass, scenario pass, and the steps, right? Accordingly, it is displaying in the tables. Now here below also you can see we are getting the number of features, which features got executed, right? And what is the number of test cases pass, fail, all the details you can see. And also if you want to see the details of the feature, if you click on this particular link, then it will take you to the feature execution details, right? So these all the details you are getting here from this particular PDF file. And also you can get it from here also. If you see summary one, or tag base also you can go to, so you can see defect, draft, or sanity, right? So all the details, this is one again very helpful and very good, you can say PDF report we are getting generated from this Spark report, right? So you can see all the scenarios also if you're interested to with the scenario. So you can see all the scenarios here in this particular table, right? So details, if you explore the details also, you can see that details over here. So this is how this PDF report is also looks like, guys. You can see now that how it is easy to generate the HTML or PDF report, and you can share it with your company, right, with your stakeholders or with your team inside your team, right? And this is something what you can distribute with your contact list for your execution details, execution summary, right? So this is all about the reports configuration, guys. So we have talked about what is runner, and we have seen that what different components of runner, what is run with, what is cucumber option, and what is the feature inside of the cucumber option, what all the attributes are there, right? And we have seen what is the uses of these attributes, how to use, what is glue, and what is monochrome plugin, right? Inside of the plugin, how to use the plugins, right? And what is tag, what is the uses of the tags. So everything we have seen, guys. So this is very you can say basic, and this is must know things if you are working with the cucumber automation. Okay, guys. So I think that's all from this video, and let me know if you have any queries or any doubt from this video. If you are not able to understand any particular topic, something is not clear to you guys, so let me know so that I can I will try to try my best to clarify your doubts or something if you are facing some issues on configuration. And this details you will be seeing there in my GitHub link. I'll be sharing the GitHub link in the YouTube channel, in the YouTube video description part. So you go to the description and you can see the details of the you can see the GitHub link, and you can go and copy this for all the details of the extend deploy property, all the details you can copy it from there in the GitHub link. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for watching this video, and thank you for loving this channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, guys, keep learning and happy learning. Thank you, bye.